Oda, why do you do this to me? Why do you make me grow close to a character that I really care about just to kill them off? This character that was only introduced less than 5 chapters or 7 chapters ago just got killed in this chapter. I knew it was coming. We all knew it was coming. We all saw it coming. And when it happened, I wasn't ready. I was not ready for his death. I was not ready for Corazon's death at all in this chapter. When I saw that final conclusion, I'd be lying if I said I didn't have a tear or two when I read that this morning. I'm like, oh my god. Seriously, Oda, you always know how to deliver the feels. When you want us to care about something, or care about a person, or want us to know more, you definitely know how to write a character. This once again proves how Oda can make us have feels for characters that was just recently introduced. That's amazing. That takes a really good writer to do something like that. And it's not even just that. The other amazing parts about this chapter is the different pieces that really make it even sadder. The conclusion of this chapter, when you see Rosinante state that I can't die yet. I can't die yet. I must live. I must block out the voice of law. He is in agony and pain. I must block it out. When he said that shit, when I saw Rosinante say that shit, and he's dying, he's already been shot, he's laying in the snow, he's already been kicked in the face by Virgo. I mean, he's already way past the limit of, like, where he's already on death's door. He's even past death's door. He's already walking in through the door. And he's willing himself to stay barely alive to block out the cries of law. The way you have the connections of that power, of Rosinante's power with blocking out Law's cries and screams, that, oh my god, Oda. Oh my god. That, oh my god. Did anyone think that would have actually have happened? Like, you know, with the way the power was introduced, the way we found out about how Rosinante could block out sounds and stuff, did anyone really think Oda would use it for that aspect, honestly? Did anyone think that he would actually use it to block Law's cries of agony when Rosinante dies? Oh my god. This chapter, man. There's so many different things in this chapter that make it freaking sad and good at the exact same time. The beginning of this chapter, we get to see another character that barely has any dialogue, any fucking dialogue, and I also had some form of feels. Dolphy, Rosinante's father dies. We get to see firsthand of how the father dies in this chapter right at the beginning. You see the father say this one line, this one bubble, this speech bubble, and I was like, fuck, this chapter's gonna be sad. As soon as I read that, like, little bubble in this chapter right at the beginning, I knew for a fact I was expecting a lot of feels. And when you saw that father about to be shot by his own son, holding his other son in his arms, like, I'm sorry I was a terrible father. That man is just fucked up on so many levels. That is fucked up, man. I thought Dolphy would have some form of redeeming qualities about him, because, I mean, the way his past and backstory has been built up slightly to build his character up, it's always made us think that maybe, is he a good guy? Can he be changed like Crocodile? I mean, a lot of people have thought that maybe Dolphy could become the next Crocodile, but after this backstory, I can't say that, you know, Dolphy can become a good guy at all. I don't think he can. After what he has done, and after what he has caused pain to others, he's not a character that could possibly be, like, redeemed. Because, I mean, this dude killed his own father in cold blood, shot him down in front of his brother, and then the reason why he shot his father was because he wanted to go back to the Holy Land, as he called it. And he even cut his own father's head off and presented the head. If a person's willing to go that far against their own father and even kill their own brother, you can't be redeemed from that. You can't go back into the good side again. You can't. No Luffy talking to the person or beating the shit out of them and just letting them go is going to change that. Dolphy, literally, he's one of the few villains that really need to die when it comes to One Piece. Like, the way he has caused so much pain to so many people. What he has done to Dressrosa, what he has done to Rosinante, what he's done to his father, what he's done to Law. There's so many different people that Dolphy has crushed underneath his feet, and he doesn't care. He's destroyed so many people. And this final conclusion shows us a lot about Dolphy. The only reason why he's ever been slightly nice to Law was to manipulate him to just give up his life for him, to be able to live for a long time. And so, this being introduced, it just shows that Dolphy is unredeemable. Another thing I want to bring up too, that was just a very touching thing I noticed that Oda put into this chapter, that had some correlations with previous things that happened. The entire gunshot with how Rosinante was shot in this chapter by Dolphy, it had a connection to what happened to Law. When Law got shot in the earlier part of Dressrosa, and we saw him flopping on it when, Dolphy was shooting him, that scene is exactly like what happened to Rosinante. It's exactly like it. That, oh my god, Oda. Foreshadowing. Oh, holy shit. It always seems like when Dolphy is pissed, like very, very pissed, he always uses that gun. That Treble gave him to finish the person in front of him. Like, see, the gun that Treble gave Dolphy, he used it to kill his own father. That exact same gun he used to kill Rosinante. And then with that exact same gun, he chose to shoot Law in the earlier part of this arc. So that gun has a lot of weight to it. A lot of weight. And now we know where that gun came from, and it makes me question a lot of things. Treble as a character, how important is he? I mean, for him to give Dolphy this gun, and Virgo was there at an earlier age too, why did Treble do this? Like, I mean, what type of connection in the past happened with Treble and Dolphy? I mean, like, did Treble try to make Dolphy do what he did? I mean, there's a lot of questions we have to wonder, but overall, this chapter, man, a very sad chapter. The artwork, oh my god. Oda, man, when you want to deliver feels, he definitely delivers feels, I will say that. So tell me your thoughts in the comments below, how you felt about this week's chapter of One Piece. Did you expect these feels? Well, I guess we all kind of expected it, but I mean, were you ready for these feels? Like, was your body ready for these feels this week? Let me know in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or not, wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.